that I did forget to mention earlier, there are different lengths. This is a 6-foot strap, and it was the classic length, and a lot of them. But you might want to look when you're buying a strap. These do have restrictions on what they can be used for, whereas the other ones, not so. These are both 8 strap, the D-ring and the cinched buckle. 6 foot. Now, I'm going to open this one because it slides in and out. So, for instance, did I say 6? This is 8 foot. Yeah, 8 foot. You can get 10 and you can get 12. Actually, there's 15 as well. And I wouldn't get the super long ones unless you really know what your teacher's doing, because they just are endless strap and it's hard to work with. But this one, for instance, the 6 foot is really hard to work with. Would be what we call a harness. So I would put it across here. The where bra strap is. I just look down and make sure I get it pretty much equal length, pretty much. And then the one that's on my left, I'm going to take over my left shoulder, and I've got the buckle on that side, so I know where it is. Be careful when you throw it over, you don't knock yourself out. And then you fold the right, throw the white one over the right. Now I know the buckle's on my left side, so I'll turn around for you. I'm going to pull on that one. So the free strap is going to go in my left hand. So now I pull it over. So now I've got this length down here. If you've got 6 foot, it ends up about here and it pushes your shoulder forward. You can't do this with a 6 foot unless you're 2.5, 3 feet tall. And then push that. Now I can put my hand like this and I roll it down, and it takes my trapezium muscle down, my shoulder blades onto my back, and my chest lifts up. It's excellent for neck and shoulder problems and to get an idea where your chest belongs up. So this sort of thing, and there's also some other positions where it might go around the head of the leg. So we loop it around the head of one leg and around 1 foot. The 8 foot would work for most, but if you're really long leg, you might need a 10. But again, that would be asked for in an Iyengar Yoga class only. So they're the different. So look for the length if you're purchasing one. If you've only got a short strap, a good one, an 8 foot or a 10. No, I wouldn't necessarily get any longer than that. For an average person, would be a good one to have second, because sometimes you use 2 straps as well. So I just wanted to add that point when you're perhaps purchasing or thinking of getting a second strap. Now, if it's possible when you're buying a strap to try it, because some of the rings are brown, are real flimsy. This, as you can see, is really thick. But I don't have one flimsy one because I wouldn't have it. Because when you pull it, this second one will end up buckling underneath. It's not strong enough to hold the grip. So they become really thin, quite useless. So you need a big one, or just avoid this buckle and go for a cinch. Well, you won't find the Puna strap unless you go to Puna. Well, some places might. No, you won't find it anywhere unless it's a yoga studio. So a cinch strap or a really thick buckle, and test them, because some of them just don't hold very well. So that's the only thing. So keep your packaging if you buy it and send it back if it doesn't hold. This is a Hugger Mugger one. And Hugger Mugger, both of these were the original yoga props back in the 90s, when there wasn't anything else around. Now they're around, but Hugger Mugger both make good quality straps. So avoid cheap ones, because they're cheap, useless. So I just wanted to leave you with that, and enjoy the straps.